Hi.
I don't have an intro.
You don't intro? Alright. David and Rebecca, and this is our best and worst of Eurovision 2013.
From two American people who don't get to vote.
Yeah, but we do watch the show every year for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so we're going to go through our top 10 worst of this year, which was the majority of them.
Well, they were all... Yeah.
They were all really
No. There were actually several... There were enough really good ones that was worth watching, but yeah, the bulk, of course, was really boring.
Compared to last year.
Not nearly as fun compared
That
to
was
last year.
really sad. So anyway, so...
Worst of the worst.
So, not so worst. We're going to go from not so worst down to the very worst. Okay. And then we'll work our way back up and end on a good note, I hope.
Right.
So, Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah, England has this thing with the old people
What's
now.
with the old people?
Last year it was Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yeah.
And now it's Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah, it was like she spent the last 20 years smoking, and I don't know what happened.
I feel
just
bad.
A terrible song.
Well, because I like Bonnie Tyler. I really wanted her to just knock it out of the park.
Yeah,
but
I was really upset that like all the acts that I was really excited to see just really didn't do it for me, you know?
So, yeah, poor Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah.
And the song was boring too, so moving on.
And then Italy, which was next. There's just another really crappy ballad, and I think that when you get an automatic in to Eurovision,
yeah,
I mean, you kind of have a chance to do something really amazing because you don't have to make it through the semifinals.
Yeah, there's no...
And they wasted it on Sappy Ballad Guy.
There's no reason to pander with like a milquetoast Eurovision number.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And then Armenia was number 6 for me.
Which one was Armenia? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, they were...
Oh, yeah, they were like Creed, but not really.
Yeah, they sounded like Creed.
I'd hate to make an Armenian joke about not being able to afford a real Creed band, but yeah.
Well, Yeah, System of a Down would have been a better choice. Yeah, the only good thing about Armenia this year was John Goodman on drums, which was pretty...
No, he played the keyboard.
Oh yeah, John Goodman on
his,
keyboards.
Sunglasses and pink scarf. I think that was a great disguise, John Goodman.
That was pretty fun.
Good job.
Alright.
So going back.
Number 5.
Oh, Iceland. Oh, that was so bad.
Okay, refresh my memory. There's
that
a lot.
was the Nordic blonde guy who sang practically a Disney song that had like nothing to do with anything.
Egalif. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? The song for what it was not bad, and he did sing the hell out of it. But
he really did. I mean, yeah, he's a great singer, but no.
There's only so many Brother Bear soundtrack rejects that I can handle in one
right?
year. Right. Next up was Malta.
Oh, the smiley guy.
Yeah, Smiley McGee.
About like the IT professional who falls in love with somebody.
I mean, it was cute, but it was so potbelly Starbucks, like, you know, and of course, the fact that he looked like, he was like a cross between...
Oh, he was like French Stewart.
Yes, he was a cross between French Stewart and Roberto Benigni, which I thought was just really an unholy combination. And he spent the whole time going like this.
Yeah, he was just really too happy to be there.
Yeah. At least the song was happy, which is more than I can say for people who sang like songs about wanting to kill yourself while grinning ear to ear, which I can't stand.
Yeah, a lot of people were just smiling no matter what they were singing about, even in English.
In English,
I wonder like if they actually knew what they were.
Die.
Yeah.
You know, like no.
But yeah, which brings us to Russia, who wanted us to just have a hug and sit down together, which I thought was really.
Yeah, textbook.
Boring and uncharacteristic of the Russian country, but
well, it's a textbook communist ballad about everyone put down your arms and please behave, damn it. You know.
Yeah, it's a good message to send to the rest of Europe, I guess.
Yeah.
Next up was Finland, which
what was Finland again?
Katy Perry wannabe.
Oh God.
With the song about getting married. P.S. That's not what the walk of shame means. You should really Google that. Just saying.
Yeah, I think, not only was the song annoying, not only was the sentiment insulting, I don't like pop songs that try to come on to me.
It made David very uncomfortable.
It made me very uncomfortable, and on top of that, well, first of all, she kept going ding dong, which made me think of Gunter and the Sunshine Girls and the Ding Dong song.
That would have made Eurovision way better.
Gunter, if they haven't been, should be.
Every year, I think.
And then the worst part of all for me is that she was obviously trying to sound like Katy Perry. Like, the vocal mannerisms were just...
Yeah, and then she kissed a girl. And I think she liked it.
Yeah, and she closed by kissing a girl. It was like, hooray, I kissed a girl.
I didn't understand like the whole like really faked enthusiasm at the end.
Yeah, not cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Which brings us to our absolute worst of the worst of the worst, which is the Netherlands, who proceeded to sing us a song while smiling about dead birds. I don't know if anyone else realized that this song was about dead birds, but I picked up on it rather quickly.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was. Yeah, I once saw a scene from a fan dub where like this song came on and immediately they just cut to a bunch of people going, "Oh!"
That's pretty much how I felt. I cannot believe how many points I got. I cannot believe that it made it into the finals. It was just the most depressing thing I have ever had to witness, ever.
And what was funniest was that Netherlands, when it came time to give their votes, I can't remember what they gave their 12 points to, but it was something equally depressing.
Probably
like
Russia's depressing song about all having a hug.
Yes.
I don't know.
All right.
And then, yes, our special mentions who did not make it in the finals for absolute worst, and we're glad they didn't, was Bulgaria, which had the weird goat drum song, which I didn't understand. It was really annoying.
Yeah, dude comes out with his, it was Samo Championi, only champions, and dude comes out with his like goat skin bagpipes.
And then he turned into a Mothman at the end. It was really confusing.
Yeah, it was really strange.
And then next up
But I gotta give a shout out though. I mean, if it's a choice between being good and boring, or terrible and distinctive, I would rather Eurovision have the latter.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't think that they were fun enough to make up for that song.
But I'd rather listen to that than any of the boring-ass middle-of-the-road ballads.
That's true.
All right.
And that brings us to Switzerland. I felt really bad. I really wanted to like Switzerland because they did have the oldest performing member this year on Eurovision. He was really cool. And I think that he should have just come out there by himself and left the rest of the band at home.
Yeah,
I
mean...
They were terrible.
Just stood out there, done a bass solo. It would have been fun.
Yeah, I probably would have voted. He probably would have gotten more votes just for doing that. And maybe if he had brought the Russian grandmas from last year with him, that would have been excellent. Maybe he did a love ballad. That is the ballad I would accept.
That would have been awesome. And then they could have all made him cookies. It would have been adorable.
Yeah. I liked it when they made us cookies. That's a hard act to follow. If that's your first year at Eurovision, for us it was. And we have this.
And then last year, so what was last year, our like top, like the top two were ones we really, really liked.
Yeah,
and so to watch
we were really behind Sweden and we were really behind the Russian grandmas. So I wasn't unhappy at all with the results. But this year
we'll get to this year.
Yeah, well.
So what's with these?
Oh yeah, so we have some special mentions from people who also did not make it through to the finals. Latvia, I really liked. They had their fun song and the first crowd dive ever. I think that they deserve a special award for that.
I think as far as they're concerned, they won.
Oh yeah, they got there. They did a great job. They got to raid Freddie Mercury's closet.
And they were really good. They were really good rappers. I'm really happy when people can rap and like they're really good at it instead of just rapping in bad English that makes no sense. Right.
And then Macedonia, regardless of what you're going to call yourself, we spent all day researching that. Good job, guys. Was really fun. I was expecting that guy to come out and sing yet another terrible, sappy ballad, but then his friend showed up, and she was amazing, and I was really hoping they would make it in because they were fun. And sadly, they didn't. And then our last special mention is to Albania, who had the crazy sort of pop metal flaming guitars, and if that first vocalist had stuck with it, I would have been all about that. But they were really cool.
Yeah,
Yay for Albanian rock.
Yeah, guitar shooting out sparks. Oh, so metal.
That was really good.